name is Nova if you don't already know me, and welcome to my channel. If you have been subscribed, I'm sorry, long time no see. That's my bad, but it's fine because I'm here now. So this is my quarterly recap for Q2 of 2026. So we're half a year into my life-changing, hopefully, journey. So to start, the reason I started this channel was to document my progress after I had a quarter life crisis at the end of last year. So this is my way of documenting my journey as I hopefully grow and begin to thrive. I have been so far, and keep myself accountable. So like making sure I'm actually making progress. I have made a few updates to my planner. If you want to see my initial planner setup, you can watch my Q1 video that I'll probably put somewhere. So in my planner, I added a wellness journal. So in the wellness journal, I have a monthly check-in with like a checklist so I can track progress in certain areas. I have a mood tracker for nighttime where I can like document my mood at night. So that way I can compare it to my daily check-in page with my mood in the morning and my mood at nighttime and see if there's any trends. I also have an energy tracker for the mornings where I can rate my energy on a scale of 1 to 5 every day to see how my energy levels are. I don't remember if this was in the last video, but I made a screen time template to like track my screen time, and I have since deleted it because it just wasn't really helpful, especially because like Apple's screen time counter is very glitched. So it was just giving me a lot of inaccurate numbers, and I found myself not really wanting to look back at it because I knew it didn't make sense. I also moved my habit trackers from my normal planner to my wellness journal. And I also added a wellness log and a meditation log to track when I meditate and exercise and which ones I liked and which ones I didn't. And then I also have a feeling check-in page where if I'm feeling like really intense emotions or I don't really know how I'm feeling about something, I can go there to write about it. And it has a feelings wheel and feelings chart. So I have that. I also have an affirmations page, which has a bunch of different affirmations that I can go to if I need affirming. And then I have my dopamine menu, which I redesigned and moved from my original planner. I will be posting the redesigned video at some point if it's not already posted. And I also made a page of coping strategies for when I'm angry or sad. So I kind of have those as like a backup thing if the feelings check-in or meditation isn't enough. And then I also have a meal prep page that I'm currently still filling out, but you know, gotta save money, especially since I'm also living on campus this summer for my various campus jobs. So yeah, that is my wellness journal, which is essentially all of the updates I've made to my journal overall. I haven't really changed my standard day-to-day journal since the last video, aside from moving the habit trackers and the dopamine menu to the wellness journal. So yeah, that is my journal updates. Okay, so for my goals, the goals and resolutions I made at the beginning of the year, I haven't been doing the best as of lately with staying on top of those because I had a very hectic quarter. I finished my first year of college. I got 3 new jobs. I moved back on campus after moving off campus. I had to like fully clean out my house. I had a trip. My summer break was only 18 days before I moved back on campus. So a lot of things were happening. I also had a lot of events to go to in June, so I wasn't really focusing on those. However, I still have been journaling and doing my weekly cleans and my goal reviews for my Be Mindful goal. I also have a job, multiple jobs, and have saved $1,000. So my Get More Money is kind of doing okay. And in terms of being more active, I do work, like one of my jobs is just walking around. So I have been taking frequent walks. Since I'm on campus, I also usually walk to work, and then I walk all day at work, and then I walk back. So I have been walking. However, in terms of being mindful, I've been slacking on my daily check-ins a little bit. At some point I did like forget my iPad at my friend's house, so I wasn't able to do them for about 2 days, but I just need to get back into the habit of doing them earlier in the day, at like the start of the day, instead of like trying to remember everything at night when I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to do this. So I need to get back into doing that. I also need to get my money up. I have been making a lot of impulse purchases. I hate to say it, but you know, especially with having a job, when the money enters my account, I'm like, oh, I'm the richest person ever and I can do whatever I want. So I need to not do that. I also need to start respecting my budget again. And I have to make some updates to it. But I spent too much money this month. I don't want to say how much, but I did reach Cash App Green status, so it's fine. So I need to be more budget conscious and stop making impulse purchases. But also, everyone decided to be born in the summer, so everybody wants their birthday gift. But it's fine. We're gonna be fine. And I'm gonna work it out, especially since I'm saving up to get a car, which is also on my bingo list, my bingo board, which we'll be getting to soon. But in terms of being more active, I need to start regularly going to the gym again. That was also a hard thing to do since I was like away on a trip and then I was home trying to get everything done, and now I'm back on campus, but I'm like working all the time. So I have to figure out a way to build going to the gym into my schedule. And then I have not been doing my crunches at all. Like just haven't been doing it. I don't know. No excuse, I just haven't. But all of these things that I need to work on are based on the fact that my routine is a bit out of whack, because like a lot of things are like changing right now. So I just gotta get back into my routine, which I'm working on. I also made like a routines page that I'm thinking about adding to my journal, to like try to help me build up these routines again. So I'm hoping that'll start to help. But yeah, that is my little goal check-in. So next up is my bingo board. I'm gonna put up my bingo board from quarter one, like how much stuff I had completed at the end of quarter one. And then I'm gonna put what I did in quarter two, so you guys can really see how much I did this quarter. So let's go through it. So in this quarter, I crossed off starting a YouTube channel, which I know I started a YouTube channel in January, but I wanted to have 5 videos before I crossed it off to show that it wasn't just something I like did once and then fully threw away. So I started a YouTube channel. You guys can't see it, but my hair is pink now. I'll put a picture up on the screen. I also finally finished cleaning out my phone, like unfollowing all the people I don't really interact with on social media, cleaning out old photos and videos, deleting apps, all of that. I finally did that. I visited 3 museums. I visited the Baltimore Museum of Art, the Walters Art Museum, and the Jamestown Museum in Virginia. I also volunteered. I participated in a transcribe-a-thon, which is like helping libraries transcribe documents. I saved $1,000, like I mentioned before. I went on my 5 solo dates. I had a picnic. I finally wrote 7 poems and more, which a lot of which are on my Substack. If you guys want to check that out, I'll link it below, maybe, unless I get shy and decide not to. I also started a new hobby. I've started trying to get into like working with colored pencils and embroidery, which has been fun. You know, I'm in my art era. And I'm also trying to get more into like research and stuff. So that's been fun. And I'm back into gaming because I finally pulled my Switch back out. So a lot of new hobbies and revival of old hobbies going on. I also cleaned out my closet while I was home, during my 18 days. I fully cleaned out my closet. I got rid of about, I want to say 7 bins of stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot of work, but I did it. And then I also watched a sunrise. So my bingo board is actually very close to being done. I think I have like 4 or 5 boxes left to cross off. So I might finish it in Q3, which would be super exciting. And then I don't know what I'll do for Q4. I might make myself like a mini one, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But that is my bingo board check-in for Q2. I'm super proud of myself for getting a lot of stuff done, even though I was quite busy. So yeah. So for my daily check-ins and habit trackers, my mood has been a bit all over the place. I was diagnosed with ADHD this past quarter, so I'm on new meds and it's been like messing with my mood a little bit. My sleep has still been pretty consistent though. I'm getting a little less sleep since I have to wake up super early for work, but still a healthy amount, which is good. And like I mentioned earlier, I do need to get back to doing my daily check-ins earlier. In terms of my habit trackers, I have been doing pretty well with my daily check-ins and taking my meds and exercising in terms of getting them done every day, even though I don't do my daily check-ins as early as I should. And then my AC is so loud. If you hear that, sorry, this dorm is a bit janky, as you can tell by like the chipped paint walls, but it's fine. It's just for the summer. But I haven't been doing my Japanese or studying Wicca at all, because life has been so hectic and busy. I haven't really had time to like sit down and do those things, so I need to get back into doing those. So in terms of my personal curriculum, I have not been making progress. Like I mentioned before, I haven't really had time to work on studying Wicca as much. I have been doing little practices and stuff, but nothing that I would really count as like actually fully engaging in it. So as far as my like assessments are going, I have done, like I've made 6 out of 30 new spells. I have celebrated 3.5 holidays. I kind of celebrated the summer solstice, but it was also the same day as DC Pride. So my attention wasn't really fully focused on it and I didn't celebrate it as much as I wanted to. So I only counted it as like a 0.5. So yeah, I did finish Poetry as Spellcasting by Tamiko Byer, Destiny Hemphill, and Lisbeth White, which is a book on using writing as a sort of magic for liberation and reclaiming power through like manifestation and things like that. I also have still been making spell pouches, spell jars. I did make a simmer pot, and I have been redoing my altar whenever I'm home. And in the 18 days I was home, I did try to get a lot of magic stuff in while I had my like full altar instead of just the few things I bring to school with me. But overall, I haven't made as much progress on it as I want to. So in Q3, I'm definitely gonna try to work on that a lot more. So overall, I still think my quality of life has increased. I feel much better than I did when I had my quarter life crisis, even though I haven't been doing as well with all of my goals this quarter. My emotional regulation has also gotten better, especially with the wellness journal, and I find it easier to talk about my emotions, which is something I still struggle with, but it's getting a lot easier being able to like write down how I'm feeling so I can better articulate it to other people. And like it helps with imposter syndrome and convincing myself that I'm being too dramatic when I actually write things down and I'm like, no, that's not okay, this is a boundary I need to set. So I think that's been really good. I've also been more productive. Like I said in my last video, I get a lot more stuff done. I have a lot more time to do the things I want to do, and to just relax, which is great. However, Because I've been so much more productive, I've also been signing myself up for more things, which has been a bit stressful. So I definitely need to work on not seeing every like all my free time as an opportunity to like get ahead in some way, and just take it as time to relax. And I also learned this quarter that like falling out of routine it sucks. A lot of what I do, like, and have been doing to get my life on track is routine based. And it's a bit difficult to build routines up, but I feel like I lose progress a lot faster than I make it. Like, if I fall out of routine for a week, I feel like I lose like a month's worth of progress on it, which is likely due to the ADHD. But it is definitely hard to deal with transitions, like finishing school and then moving back home and then moving back on campus and starting multiple jobs. So that is something I noticed this semester. So I'm gonna have to try to like find some way to buffer that whenever I do go through like changes in routine. So yeah, that's something else that I noticed this semester or quarter. But overall, I enjoy it. I still recommend, not having a quarter life crisis, but I do think this is working for me. And last but not least, my goals for the upcoming quarter. So in the next quarter, I want to save more money, because I really do want to get a car before the end of the year. I hate being bound to one place or having to wait for other people to come get me. Even though I hate driving, I miss the freedom. I also need to work on my impulse control. I have been quite impulsive this quarter, and I need to stop that, especially with my spending. So I gotta work on my impulse control. I also need to work on communicating my emotions more, because like I said, my emotional regulation has been getting better and I have been sharing my emotions more, but still not enough to like set healthy boundaries. So I really want to try to work on that in quarter 3. I also want to focus more on like learning new things, like with my personal curriculum and forming my habits. So I want to get back into working on Japanese and studying Wicca a lot in quarter 3, because I feel like recently I haven't really been learning new things, which is one of my favorite things to do in the world. So I really want to get back to that, especially since I have so many new like interests and hobbies. But yeah, so those are the 4 things I would like to work on in quarter 3. So we will see how that goes. Yeah. So that is my quarter 2 recap / progress check. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.